Hey guys, what's up? And today we're going to be talking about my Western Conference predictions. Okay, so let's get right into it. At number one, I have the Lakers. Okay, so the reason I have the Lakers is because although they decreased their depth, they picked up some dogs. They picked up Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Marc Gasol, and Wesley Matthews. And those four players alone are going to increase their potential by a lot. At number two, I have the Clippers. Okay, so the reason I have the Clippers is because they still have Kawhi and Paul George, and those two superstars can lead to a championship. At number three, I have the Suns. Okay, so the reason I put the Suns at number three is because now they have Chris Paul and Jay Crowder. And Chris Paul is going to lead the team by his veteranship, and so is Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder's a defensive leader. And Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton are going to keep progressing. At number four, I have the Nuggets, and the reason I have the Nuggets at number four is because they still have Jamal Murray and Jokic, and those two player alone are a deadly combo. At number five, I have the Warriors. Okay, so there's going to be some controversy about Clay's injured. The Warriors aren't going to make the playoffs. But let's be honest here, if you have Steph, you're probably going to make the playoffs. And right now, their lineup's looking like Steph, Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre, Draymond Green, and Wiseman, which is a great starting five. At number six, I have the Rockets. Okay, so the reason I have the Rockets up here right now is because they still have James Harden, and their starting lineup is still really good. Well, basically, whenever you have James Harden, you're basically going to be a good team. But if James Harden decides to leave, then the Rockets are probably not going to make the playoffs. So, yeah. At number seven, I have the Mavericks. Okay, so let's just hope Kristaps comes back, and Luka is an MVP candidate, and he's just really good, and he's going to keep progressing. Okay, at number eight, I have the Jazz. So the reason I have the Jazz is because they still are going to make the playoffs, in my opinion, because they have Donovan Mitchell, a young star, and Rudy Gobert, a defensive beast. And those two are also a deadly combo. At number nine, I have the Blazers. Okay, so the reason I have the Blazers right now is because Dame and CJ in the backcourt is still really good, although there have been rumors that CJ should get traded. And if you still have Yusuf Nurkic at the center, which is still really good. Okay, and number 10, I have the Grizzlies. So, John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. are going to carry this team. But unlike last year, I feel like since there's more competition this year in the West, especially, that they're not going to make the playoffs because they don't really have the veteranship of doing that. At number 11, I have the Pelicans, and they have a starting five that's really good. Like if you have Zion, that's just like okay, he's gonna be a future superstar. And then they have the pieces around him like Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball that could pass him the ball, and they can also score when Zion can. At number 12, the Timberwolves. Okay, so Anthony Edwards was the number one pick, and I personally feel like he's not really gonna do that well this season because like based on preseason, I don't see him doing that well. Although I could be wrong. At number 13, I have the Spurs. Okay, so their playoff streak ended last year, which is really unfortunate. But I feel like the addition of DeMar DeRozan, although they're still like the same to be honest, but I feel like DeMar DeRozan does not fit on the team because he's not a standard shooting guard. Like he doesn't shoot threes. And everybody knows what move he's gonna do because he usually goes for a mid range or he goes to the paint. At number 14, I have the Kings. Okay, so the Kings lineup is still really good. They picked up Tyrese, and they have really young studs like De'Aaron and Tyrese. But they also got people like Rashawn Holmes, Buddy Hield, and so on and so forth. So that's still a really good team. And at number 15, I have the Thunder. So the Thunder have lost a bunch of players like Chris Paul, Dennis Schroeder, Danilo Gallinari, Steven Adams. Like, they're 4 out of the 5 of the players in the starting lineup have been traded. So, personally, I don't think Shea can lead the team. And, well, he can lead in the future, but right now, considering the competition, I don't think Shea's going to be able to lead the Thunder to the playoffs or anything above number 15 at all. So that was my Western Conference prediction, and peace out, guys.